Good morning. Oh my goodness, today is Monday, September 29th. My name is T. Waldron, and let me put my other light on here. There we go. So this is my cat Pumpkin. Good morning, Pumpkin. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. We appreciate you being here, especially on a Monday morning. It's a good day for a cat on a Monday morning. Hey, Fractal, you're welcome to join us too. She does whatever she wants. She's a kitten. Well, she's like 2 years old. Come on, you want to come up? Nope. Okay, I am in the middle of mopping my floor. So I just had to move everything back around to get the set all set. Hey, Kevin. Hopefully you don't notice anything different, except the floor is clean, which you can't really see on there, but that's okay. I do it for me. It's Mopping Monday. We talked about how it's good to have a schedule, and so I always used to say, when am I going to clean my floor? When am I going to go grocery shopping? And having a day set aside is so good. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend? I hope so. I hope you took some time off. Right, Pumpkin? Oh, Fractal says right. Yeah? Come on up here. You're invited. Okay, your call. Free will. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'm sure you probably work this weekend because you work a lot. I work too. Good morning, Art. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Art says good morning. What do you think about that? Yeah, I think that's very nice. She says good morning to your cats as well. So, yesterday we read from my favorite author, Florence Scovel Shinn. She was a metaphysician. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. That's excellent. Okay, thanks. So we're going to read some more from her book because I missed her. You know, we did a lot of reading from her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, for a few months. And we took some time off, but now I kind of want to get back to basics and share some of her, these were speeches of hers that she did. I'm going to skip the next one because I didn't think it was that appropriate. But this one we're going to get to in a moment is called, "And 5 of them were wise." And so this is referring to those maidens who had the lanterns, and 5 took enough oil and 5 did not. So I think that speaks well of our lives. Like, these are great examples of how we can be prepared for our lives, or maybe not. Maybe we think we're prepared. Yeah, I'm glad, Kevin. I'm glad you had a good weekend. Hi, Adipo. Welcome. Yeah, you know what? Work is always good. So maybe, you know what? I don't know where you're from, Adipo, but I used to recommend to people who are looking for a job, volunteer somewhere first. And you make connections. If you're in need of work, that's good that you want to work, but also, you know, of course, we need money and everything, but you can start making relationships by connections. At my previous job, I had 2 people that I hired as volunteers. I was in charge of the volunteer program, and I trained them as volunteers. I showed them what to do. One guy, he was the vice president of a company before, and his company closed and he didn't know what to do, so he volunteered, and we revamped the entire volunteer program, and he made a binder, and he organized everything very well. And then the owner of the company came one day for a visit, and I put them together. I said, look at what this volunteer did. He's brilliant, and he has revamped our volunteer policy in this building, and he did a great job. And he was hired immediately as an executive director. The owner of the company recognized that this man was talented and hired him. And then another volunteer that I had, eventually she was hired, and she worked her way up through the company. She became an assistant, and then she became a director, and now she's an executive director. So 2 of my volunteers have gotten hired for very good executive positions by starting as a volunteer. So Adipo, I recommend that. If you're looking for work, that's wonderful. But, you know, sometimes you have to go about it in a way you wouldn't expect. Okay, I hope that helps. Hi, Isaiah. Good morning. Bradley, welcome. No, it is definitely not Bible study, but I'm going to quote the Bible. but it's more so allegory. If you're a fundamentalist Christian and you believe every single word is history, that is fine. I more so look at the stories in the Bible as allegory, as messages, as what is the overall theme? What is this story trying to tell us? What are we to learn from it? That's how I look at the Bible. So, but you can interpret it whatever way suits you, whatever way brings you joy, and whatever way you believe God told you to. Hey, people from Earth, where are you typing in from, Ronaldo? Thank you, Ronaldo. I appreciate that. Yeah, Galatians 5:2. I'm not gonna do a specific quote, but I will actually read from this. This is from Matthew. Okay, but in a moment. First, we're gonna do some deep breathing. What I like to do first, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We do some breath work first to kind of get us all present and let us forget about our issues of the day. It's about 10 minutes. It's not gonna be a long time, folks. It's for you though. It's to regulate your nervous system, to help your body get back in alignment. If you're in the stress, fight or flight mode, which most of us are these days, we can get out of it, but we have to focus. We have to recognize it and then notice it and work to get out of it. Okay, let's see. Antonio, hi. Homura, hello. And Imran Hossain, thank you so much for moderating our discussion. We're keeping it rated G and Mom Energy. So if you have something constructive to say, I would love to hear you in the chat, but otherwise you can just think your thoughts and you don't have to express them in the chat. Oh, cool, Ronaldo. Welcome to Earth. New Zealand. Oh my gosh, I love New Zealand. Welcome, Imran. Welcome. I'm feeling fantastic today. How are you? Thank you. Pumpkin. Somewhat. You have a fan. Do you want to turn around so they can see your other side? No? Okay. She's happy like this. Thanks, Richard. Welcome back. Oh, she's going to turn anyway. Hi, Prologa. El Paso, welcome. El Paso, I should say. Hello, my children, Turbo Christ. I'm glad you're good, Imran. Yeah, she took off. Oh, there's another one. That's Fractal. That was Pumpkin. She's 16 and a half. This is Fractal. She's 2. I got her as a friend for Pumpkin because Pumpkin was slowing down last year. So let's take a few moments. We're going to inhale through our nose. We'll do a few breaths together. If you're not operating heavy machinery or driving, please close your eyes. Let's pause the chat for a sec. I'm not going to check it. We're going to inhale through our nose and hold it. And exhale through our mouth. And hold the breath out. As we inhale this next breath, I want you to imagine you're inhaling healing oxygen and it's going to every cell of your body. And hold it in, allow it to spread throughout your body and feel good. Bringing you peace, bringing you relaxation. And as we exhale, release any tension, any stress, any worries you have. Let it go. They're not yours. You don't own them. Let it out. Great, let's take a few more breaths together. Inhale. And cats teach us relaxation. She's just sitting here doing her thing, ignoring me. It's fine, it's good. She's in her own world. Cats know how to go within, right, Fractal? Exhale. Good. And inhale. Allow that healing oxygen to flow to all your cells, to replace that stress, that tension with beauty and relaxation and light and energy. Oxygen gives us energy. Exhale. Especially if you're tired on a Monday morning or evening. A lot of people have a hard time on Mondays. Inhale. And you can give yourself the gift of energy and oxygen to help you get through the Monday if you need that. And it's free. Exhale. Good. You can continue breathing slowly and deeply as needed. Okay, so yeah, we said welcome from El Paso. Welcome. I'm glad you're good. Okay, Metzen, welcome. Hi, Jason. I know, they're so wise. They know. They feel a vibe from people. Yeah. Hi, Baron. Welcome. Okay. So this is again, the author of this is Florence Scovel Shinn. She published a book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, in 1925 by herself. She self-published it, which was an incredible feat because she was a woman. Women had just gotten the right to vote in 1920 here in the U.S., and she was a metaphysician, and she just spoke her truth, which was so wild. Hi, the haters. What's up, Iris? Hello. Hi, Arnold. I know. That's okay. Some people come for the cat. That's cool. Okay. And I'm glad you're impressed, Baron. All right. So this is from one of the speeches she gave, and it's called, "And 5 of them were wise." And she'll start with a quote from the Bible. And again, if you believe the Bible word for word, awesome. If you believe it's more of a story of parables and messages, that's fine too. However you want to interpret this, it's for you personally. "And 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish. That they were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them." That's from Matthew 25:2-3. And then she goes on to say, "My subject is a parable of the wise and foolish virgins. 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. This parable teaches that true prayer means preparation." Okay, that's a deep one. True prayer means preparation. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad, Killer. 007. Self-published too. Oh, you're self-published too. Excellent. Yeah, I'm just sharing with you stuff that I'm learning and stuff that's helping me, and then you can take from it what might help you. And if it doesn't, leave it. It's all good. Okay. So Jesus said, "In all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive." So if you ask for something and believe you will receive it, you will get it. "Therefore I say unto you that," yes, that's right. Okay. "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe you shall receive them, and you shall receive them." And that's from Mark 11:24. In this parable, he shows that only those who have prepared for their good, thereby showing active faith, will bring the manifestation to pass. Okay, so it's pretty amazing how, manifestation is so huge right now. The Bible talks about manifestation if you look at it that way. You have to pray and you have to believe, but also, and she points this out a little bit here, you have to take action. And this is not so much a Bible study, but it's using the Bible as a messenger, as telling the messages. And you can believe the Bible, it doesn't go against it, but it's not about that. It's about the idea, okay? And how we can tie, how many sacred texts have spoken about how we're supposed to behave in life. The Kabbalion's amazing. The Bible's amazing. There's so many, the Gita is amazing. The Quran. There are so many different sacred books that give us life advice on how to live our best lives. And I think we don't listen to the messages sometimes. So that's all. I just want to give you a few minutes to pull back and see what you think. Yeah, Revelation is intense. That's so true. Greetings from India. Hydra. Hello, Noah. Welcome. Not many people know Jesus also washed the feet of a common man to wash sins away. Right. So the belief. So yeah, and you have to, the belief though also, Killer, comes from taking the actions. Like, people think, oh, I don't know, for me, they think, oh, I'm just going to manifest this. Well, yeah, okay, you can imagine yourself in that reality, but when you actually take actions toward what you're working toward, you'll find synchronicities. Gifts come your way. Synchronicities, people will show up in your life, situations. Come on back. You never know. Let's see. I'm not sure what you're saying, Saeed. Is Jesus liked? Money. What version of the Bible, please? I don't know which one she's quoting. It may be the King James version. I'm not sure, Ognort. But she just really, she takes it as allegory. So it's really the concepts of the stories, not so much the specific words that she is quoting. Hi, Samrat. Shiva. Okay, that's another god. Thank you, Samrat. I appreciate that. Well, is there an argument of belief or faith? I'm not sure if that was a question or a statement. They are very much instructions on living our lives. That's right. PK made it. That's right. The Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. Thank you. That's another beautiful sacred text. You can only have faith in what you know and believe in what you do not. Okay, let's see. You can only have faith in what you know and belief in what you do not know. Okay, thanks for that definition. I didn't realize that. Hi, Kara. Welcome. Hi, Jason. Oh, are we? I hope you can hear me. I got a phone call and it threw off the whole thing. Be in moments. Oh, wow, Samrat. Let me read that out loud. That's a beautiful saying. Be in the moments till you become a moment. Wow. That's a beautiful message. That's being present. That's not worrying about the past, not defining ourselves with our mistakes of the past or things that may have happened to us. That, some people just prefer to remain the victim and say, well, I'm like this because that happened to me 30 years ago. And rather than that, you could say, you know what did that teach me? That maybe terrible thing that could have happened or something. How can I learn from it? Or what maybe it taught me what not to do, how to treat other people. Maybe it taught me how to be kind. Maybe it taught me something. You have to, for me, I try to find the lesson in those challenges and then be in the moment and then use it to enact in the world, right? Hi, Spence, welcome. I cannot read that text, but hi from that, it looks like history. Dom T, welcome. Ooh, that's a very dark quote. Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds. Yeah. Is that Revelation? Probably. Sounds very revelation-y. Thank you, Unknowed. Hi, Outlaw. Yeah, so I think that's an important part of manifesting. Okay, and she goes on to say, we might paraphrase the scripture and say, when you pray, believe you have it. When you pray, act as if you have already received. And she capitalizes the word act. Armchair faith or rocking chair faith will never move mountains. As we sit in the armchair in the silence or meditation, you're filled with the wonder of this truth and feel that your faith will never waver. You know that the Lord is your shepherd and you shall never want. You feel that your God of plenty will wipe out all the burdens of debt and limitations, and then you leave your armchair and step out into the arena of life. It is only what you do in the arena that counts. That was beautiful. Thank you, Florence. That was really deep. So, have your faith, have your belief. Whatever you believe in is beautiful. If it works for you, then fantastic. But we have to have our faith and then believe it. And then in helping others, we get tenfold back. So I hope that helps. This was a long one today, but thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here 8 a.m. Monday through Friday and 8 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays Eastern Standard Time from the U.S. So thanks for joining me. And thank you again to our moderator, Imran Hossain. He's an excellent SEO specialist on YouTube, and he does great moderating too. So thank you. Hi, Casey. Take care. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm in school right now, Killer. I just want to quickly update you guys. I'm going to school right now to study for a doctorate in metaphysical life coaching. So physics and metaphysics and all sorts of things. I love this stuff. So thank you. It's good to have met a lot of you, and thanks for my regulars for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. Okay, bye. And bye, Pumpkin, wherever. Oh, there she is. Okay. Do you want to say goodbye? Okay, she said goodbye. Okay, bye, everybody.